Now, President Trump is continuing his late-night tweeting, but the White House is clamping down on how other state employees use Twitter. 4 federal agencies have been told to stop using the social network while freezing their funding. Now, why is Trump doing this? André-Pierre Duplessis reports.
Hours after President Donald J. Trump took the oath of office, one of the most exhaustive websites on US government data disappeared, replaced by this. When the White House slammed the media for its coverage of inauguration attendance,
this was the largest audience to ever witness an inauguration, period.
The National Park Service retweeted this, showing the actual turnout for the president's swearing-in ceremony, as well as other tweets critiquing the White House for removing critical information from its website. Then on Monday, some federal agencies received a stop order. In a note sent to federal employees, the White House told them not to share information with the press. External speaking engagements have been put on hold, and events like a major climate change conference cancelled. Staff were also told to stop sharing research online, as all social media accounts would come under the control of the White House. But one South Dakota national park decided to defy the gag order, tweeting a series of facts on climate change. Trump, who has used Twitter to discredit such data, signed an executive order the same day, advancing the Keystone XL pipeline that would pass right next to the park, potentially affecting its wildlife. The tweets sent by the Badlands National Park were later deleted. Asked about the incident and the White House's new social media policies, spokesperson Sean Spicer said,
We're looking into it. I don't think it's any surprise that when there's an administration turnover that we're going to review the policies. But with respect to the question you're asking, I don't have any information at this time.
The tweet storm might just be Trump's way of figuring out how his agencies should best communicate with the public. But some civil servants are worried they're being muzzled unnecessarily. Financial grants given to these agencies have been halted by Trump. Democrats say that's because they will be redirected to pay for a Mexican wall. But the changes to how state employees use their Twitter accounts highlight what some critics say is a restriction on the public's right to know.
And AP joins me in the studio live now. Let's talk about the park antagonizing the new thin-skinned President Donald Trump with their tweets. Why on earth would they do that?
So they've been celebrated as this shining example of one rogue Twitter account. This park is relatively unknown. If you haven't been to the US or to South Dakota, which is all these pictures around us, you wouldn't really know about this place. But really, they are commenting and they are standing up for what a lot of people are finding hard to swallow, namely Trump's environmental policy and his struggle with science. Today we saw that Greenpeace put up this massive banner hanging from a crane that you can see from the White House. We're showing you some pictures, live pictures from that, and it says "resist." And this is the one Twitter account, which maybe is a weird way of protest, but this is, if you have a tweeter in command, then I guess you need to speak in his
tweeter-in-chief.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you about the funding for government research being cut. How could it affect directly or indirectly the US economy?
Well, so in part, parks, we knew that if Trump takes office, he will cut spending on national parks and perhaps even on science research. The other federal agencies that were targeted was the Health and Human Services and the Environmental Protection Agency, and these are all agencies dealing with the kind of things that through signing or reinstating the Keystone pipeline, the Dakota Access pipeline, he clearly doesn't like this, so they'll have to find new ways of being more creative, and maybe this this Twitter act by this park will bring them more funding.
Okay, AP, thanks for that. Appreciate it.